Wow, talk about close calls. It's a miracle no one got hurt when these workers totally misjudged the crane's lifting power. Panic mode kicked in and they bailed from the sinking boat into the water, somehow managing to swim to shore without a scratch. Over in Taiwan, things got wild when a massive container ship slammed into a crane at the port. Workers scrambled for safety as the crane came crashing down. Back in May 2019, the LNG carrier Genesis River had a nasty run-in with a tank barge. The impact busted open the cargo tanks, spilling petrochemicals everywhere and flipping the barge. Here's the jaw-dropping moment: two gigantic ships had a head-on collision. It's like watching an accident in slow motion, but you can't look away. In Cozumel, Mexico, two Carnival Cruise Line ships had a not-so-friendly meeting. One was trying to dock, but ended up smacking right into the other one, causing a ton of damage. An Italian-flagged passenger ship ran into some serious trouble in Barcelona when it crashed into a loading crane during bad weather, sparking a massive fire. Luckily, everyone got out safe. Ever had that awkward moment when you and someone else do that weird dance because you don't know which way to go? Now imagine that, but with two huge ships. Yeah, awkward. Tugboats are the unsung heroes of the sea, but even they have their limits. Watch out when a combat ship is launching because things can get crazy real fast. Talk about bad luck. This captain managed to crash right where two cars were parked. Not his best day. Over in Savannah, rising river levels sent a barge drifting into a very uncomfortable spot. Definitely not how anyone planned their day. During the 37th annual Key West World Championship, one of the speedboats had a nasty crash, but luckily, everyone walked away okay. Imagine being out fishing and suddenly a huge ship is heading straight for you. Not exactly what you expect on a quiet day out on the water. In Honduras, the cruise ship MSC Harmonia had a rough docking, crashing into the port. It looked like the captain's fault, but it turned out to be a mechanical failure. In Bangladesh, a supply vessel sank after colliding with a larger ship. Amazingly, the entire crew escaped and got rescued by nearby ships. Pro tip: always use strong, durable slings when lifting boats. One small mistake can lead to a disaster like this. A massive cruise ship lost control and rammed into a tourist riverboat in Venice. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt, but it could have been way worse. Launching a ship is no joke. Check out the Reuben Lasker, a research vessel for NOAA Fisheries. During its 2012 launch, the cameraman got a bit too close for comfort, but walked away okay. Here's some intense footage of the Miss Stacy tugboat nearly getting sucked under a bridge. Just when things seemed hopeless, another tugboat swooped in with a super skilled captain at the helm, saving the day. This guy might have been lucky, but seriously, drive responsibly, folks. Get ready to witness the launch of an 880,000-barrel tanker from a shipyard. It's about to make a big splash. If you're out sailing, keep an eye out for supertankers. They're a lot easier to miss than you'd think. Even on the open sea, collisions happen more often than you'd expect, especially with huge tankers. On July 19, 2009, a tugboat near British Columbia's coast capsized while making a turn. The boat ended up belly up, propellers still spinning, but miraculously, all 4 crew members survived. This is why you need to stay alert at sea. It's a miracle no one was hurt when 2 yachts, one packed with tourists and the other with partygoers, collided at high speed, leaving the smaller yacht in pieces. Check out the aftermath of the cargo ship Arena Monrovia, which ran aground fully loaded with containers before sinking to the ocean floor. Luckily, the crew was rescued in time, and here's why you shouldn't fall asleep on the job. Watch as a huge container ship veers off course, wreaking havoc on a train during its journey through the Panama Canal in 2014. No one was injured, but that train was toast. In Turkey's Iskenderun port, the cargo ship Sea Eagle tipped over while unloading containers, sending them into the water. The accident caused millions in damages and disrupted operations for a week, but thankfully, no one was hurt. The Navy probably should have used more than one tugboat to save a badly listing ship off the coast of France. Just saying. This captain probably had the worst day ever. Let's hope his insurance covered the damage, or he's in big trouble. A Russian captain aboard the 6,000-ton Seer decided to go full speed ahead into chaos, smashing into a yacht and then crashing into Busan's famous Gwangan Bridge. Not his finest moment. Busted for drug running, this ship got a major makeover by Volusia County in 2018. They turned it into an underwater paradise, complete with 4 reef pyramids in its cargo bay. Now, it's a top dive spot in the area. Crazy how something that once had a shady past is now doing some good, right? Here's why loading a barge properly matters. This one sank in record time after being overloaded with iron ore. And then there's this massive barge that literally snapped in half because they overdid it on the loading. One of the workers made a pretty epic jump to safety though. Pro tip, if you're out drinking on a tiki barge, make sure your captain isn't joining the party. Oh man, hope there wasn't anything pricey in there. Two barges went rogue on the Arkansas River, broke free, and crashed into the Oklahoma Dam, sinking in seconds. Luckily, the dam held strong. Over in Germany, the launch of a massive ship took a turn for the worse. The stern started moving, but the bow got stuck on the slipway, causing the ship to come to a slanted stop. Thankfully, it eventually slid into the water without any damage, and everyone was okay. Check out this wild encounter. The Sea Shepherd ship, Bob Barker, went head-to-head with a Japanese whaling fleet in Antarctica's Southern Ocean. Things got intense, and they ended up colliding. Talk about drama on the high seas.